spiders and their related webs.
All right. Dope. Let's see. I'm gonna play some music over here.
Oh yeah, let's get jiving.
All right. So, last episode of Out of the Abyss, you guys had decided to be done with Gracklestug. It's over. We've had enough of Gracklestug. Move on. Time to take all your winnings and use them to push to the next city, which is Blingdenstone, the Deep Gnome city, which has to be adjacent to the exit of the Underdark. Finally, a direction for freedom. But the travel is long, and on the caravan, your party decided to steal some shit from the people who were on the caravan with you. Snuck into a chest, grabbed a couple treasure maps. Oscar discerned that the treasure maps would lead you off the path of the trail to Blingdenstone into these silky, web-like structure that broke off in multiple places, with the idea that there's treasure abound. So we are divided up, and we are now confronting a spectator down here. While Glabreth and Korth have turned into a giant wolf spider, and up here Genesis is encountering a spun up body of a halfling. So it's all webbed up on the wall there, and we really haven't pressed the button on what's going to happen over there yet. Don't believe.
Yeah, the original plan was Oscar trying to wake him up and keep him calm.
Uh-oh.
So how are we going to do that? Because we have two chaotic people now.
What's the distance between the party, from the farthest distance between the party? I grab a ruler here. So from Genesis to Glabrith, that's 95 feet. I believe it is reasonable that y'all can see each other. And
even through those pillars.
I still feel
you'd have to get to the corner.
Level Genesis, because she can normally travel 200 feet in a 6 seconds.
A regular Genesis speed, right?
Yeah, I know. It feels weird.
All right, so I hit the initiative here. If you guys like your initiative, cool. If you want to change it, as always,
feel free to change it.
No, I have not good enough for me.
And the spectator is being violent now, then?
No, not
He's
necessarily. Just
I hate him.
Just putting him there so he has a turn to talk.
Slightly better. One better.
Mechanically not better. But visually pleasing. Alright. Cool. I would say that while you're traveling over the webs towards this place, it was easy to see that the chasm below is very far away. And it's dark, so you don't really know where the bottom is, but you can imagine falling would be not good for you. All right.
Except for our wolf spider here that we have. He'd be fine.
Yep.
Hopefully.
Maybe.
Find some demon monkeys down there. That's how I did it last time. Just
keep making a wisdom save, get taken over by the spider goddess.
Spider god's dead.
Oh?
Spider god never dies.
Is that right?
Well, in a different plane.
Globber. You can tell with your pretty even keel passive insight that this creature, the spectator before you, is increasingly paranoid and has already insinuated that you yourselves are possibly in cahoots with demons, or that there are demons rising around in the dark.
Sense.
Are you demons? The spectator is not a demon itself.
I'm a demon.
You're a demon.
I'll take it. I will be a demon for this guy. Yeah, why not?
It doesn't like.
Is it
demons.
talking to us telepathically, or is it actually talking?
Communication is being signaled straight to your brain.
No, thank goodness. I talk to the spectator and say, I'm not a demon. I'm a druid of the spore, and we're actually gonna try to stop the demons. I am not a regular spider.
I think that deserves a persuasion roll.
Oh no.
A spider persuasion.
Oh god. Oh no. I guess I would still use my same ability.
Yeah.
They're just still terrible. I'm pretty sure the spider probably has better charisma than I do. Yeah. All right. Let's
Assist him? Can I help him in that persuasion?
Ooh.
Oh, I don't have.
Dude, what?
That's one. Okay.
What a harsh nat 20.
Oh man.
It's fucking harshing your vibe with that -1 there.
He's like, you sound persuasive, but you're very ugly.
Yeah, so spectator hears what you're saying telepathically and communicates back to you, and you get this vibe that the spectator feels. All right. Okay, so you're not a demon, but are you a slaver? Oh, maybe you're one of these mortals that still keep beholders as slaves. I once knew a drow wizard who had done this for me. And I was in their service, and I was recently freed from them. I'm just as suspicious of mortals as I am of demons.
Certainly, he's not suspicious.
I really want to murder the spectator, but can I would like to also aid in a persuasion that we are not slavers. We were slaves ourselves until we were freed by circumstance and fighting demons.
Your freedom came at the end of an explosion.
Yeah, I was just freed by an explosion, and my companions were freed many weeks ago.
Yes, I was freed from the fungal queen. What's her name? Zugtamoy?
Zugtamoy. I got
Zugtamoy.
you. Spell it out here. Zugtamoy. Right there.
Zugga.
Zug.
Like that.
Swobu.
Yeah.
All right. I think beyond sympathy is empathy with Globrif right here. So let's roll that persuasion with advantage.
Okay.
Ooh. All the greens are coming out today.
Nat 20, baby.
We love it. Awesome. Okay. I need
starting out well.
It's very good. I need to have some sort of like some sort of effect whenever you guys get nat 20s. Beautiful.
I like that.
Absolutely. Okay. The spectator feels that your pain is its pain, and perhaps you should be allies.
Cool. What's your name?
I have been enslaved for so long. I don't think I had a name.
Give me Mr. Squiggles.
Can we call you Mr. Squiggles?
This Genesis yell from across the cavern.
Yes!
Mr. Squiggles!
Is that Mr. Squiggles?
Mr. Squiggles I be.
That's perfect.
Can I give him a little pat on one of his eyes? Here you go, bud.
Mr.
Hey, Mr. Squiggles.
Squiggles.
Oh my god.
Official name change.
Mr. Squiggles?
Mr. Squiggles. Spectator from the Silken Pads has joined the party.
Oh man, are we increasing our army here?
Yeah. Now we have a spectator.
Giant revolting slave army.
Pretty
Do you know of anything here, Mr. Squiggles? Why are you hiding in this area?
Yes, I was traveling through here, escaping my imprisonment when I happened upon you.
Well, you don't have to worry anymore. You are with us. Um, and we will make sure that no slavers or demons take us or you from this world, from this realm.
Well, if you would be interested, beyond this platform is an ancient temple,
Yep.
and there are probably many treasures there, but it seems to have been infested with oozes.
Oozes.
Oh, we could take down oozes.
Would you join us on this quest to help clear out these disgusting oozes in this ancient temple?
Well, the
I mean, they're not
oozes,
disgusting, per
they
se.
they serve the demon lords, so yes, of course. They must be
Yeah, they're just
eradicated.
oh.
Oh, but they're such good decomposers. They, I was gonna say, if we had a bag of holding, we could capture a gray ooze and make excellent, excellent decomposers.
Mortals always find a way to capitalize on the
Oh no,
situations
no,
of
no!
others.
The gray, the gray ooze. It gets food. It's more like a pet per se, pet with pet with use.
Okay.
A
Cool.
slave.
Slave! Slavery! I knew it! I
But
knew
because they serve the demon lord,
It's
though, they're it's not gonna. It wouldn't make a good pet. So I won't capture one. We shall destroy this evil, corrupting the Underdark.
Of course.
All right.
Genesis, what are you doing over there?
Genesis, what are you doing over there?
Contemplating whether slapping the unconscious little guy was a good idea.
Oh, we're post
You should
slap
get him
right
out
now?
of there. Cut him out.
Are you gonna like slap him awake?
Oh,
Or
that was
if
the
I'm
person
gonna...
that was capturing the web, right?
Yeah, the
Yeah.
one that's supposed to be unconscious.
Hmm.
Trying to decide if
No.
I want to be nice or...
You're not nice. Come on now.
Good point. Alright, I just slap him. Hey, like a gentle love tap slap.
Yeah.
If I do it a bit too hard and try to wake him up.
Okay. So, you slap him. He's awake. His mouth is bound. Goes.
Sorry. Let me help you with that. And then just rip it off.
Oh man.
Okay.
You okay?
Just as
Well, it's not like
He's
tape,
nuts.
so you gotta like cut through it and stuff and tear through it. It's
Oh.
not tape, but
Just this crazy looking half elf just takes a knife out very dangerously close to his face and just cuts the web off.
you cut a little bit too much, and then it's like,
Oh,
you want to see how I got these scars?
oh my gosh.
No.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Okay. So you get the person's mouth open, and they say, "Oh, thank you. I was trapped down here for so long. What?
I'm surprised they haven't eaten you yet.
Oh no, they're coming. They're on the way. So just get me down from here.
Okay,
My
I
name's
will do that.
my name's Fargus, by the way. Fargus Rumblefoot. What's your name?
My name's
I don't know.
Genesis.
Ah,
This
course.
here's my little buddy Jim Jar. And then my pals way over there. You'll meet him later.
Fargus's
Fargus
eyes like
Rumblefoot.
Rumblefoot. Yeah, Fargus's eyes kind of like squint in a suspicious manner at Jim Jar, and Jim Jar squints and looks back at Fargus. And then Jim Jar draws a dagger, and Fargus draws a dagger.
Hey,
They start
hey,
squaring off.
no,
Start circling
no.
each other.
I can put you back in the web, mister. Put the daggers down. You too, Jim Jar. Be nice.
I know you, Jim Jar. I know your look. Jim Jar goes, who? Me? Innocent little me? I would never hurt to fly. What possibly could you be meaning?
Are you two soulmates or something? Please. Now's the time. There's fucking spiders everywhere.
That deep gnome robbed my family's riches and made sure that we were on the street for weeks.
Okay, I can give you gold, but can we go?
We're gonna have to take him to
And where are
citizen
those
court.
riches for us? You didn't share them?
Jim Jar goes, I'm not as scared of you. I've got this giant muscle-bound monster lady who beat the smack out of you twice before you even got a chance to take one foot in front of the other.
I'm gonna scruff them both and then just dangle them apart. Stop it. Be nice.
Two little children.
You're gonna be nice? I'll put you down if you're gonna be nice.
Roll intimidation.
Okay.
Yes.
Let's see.
Where's that nat 20?
Oh yeah, it's your turn.
20 plus 1. 15 is still not bad.
15 is very good. Jim Jar is already going to, capitulate to anything it is that you're going to say. Fargus, however, is going to see and be like, well, it's be a dark night in hell when I look down at someone who rescued me, so thank you. I'll do it. I'll do what you say. Please
Thank you.
please don't hold me like a child.
I can
I'm a
find
full
that.
adult.
And I'll just gently set them both down and pet them
Nice.
on the head.
Okay.
Like, good boys. Good boys.
Good boys.
right. Now, we can probably talk later, but we should probably head over to my group before we get company by the spiders, And she just kind of points above.
He's sure gonna be surprised when I just walk over.
Fargus says, actually, I'm down here because I was doing a little splunking. There's a lost tome of Kame just this way. I don't know what is over there.
Okay, let's look for that tome. My buddies are down there anyway, so it's on the way.
It's not. That's a like 90
kinda.
degrees a different direction. It's a completely different.
Well,
Can we
I
check
know.
out these other,
I can always move over there.
check out these other platforms? Maybe there's something
Yeah.
there before we move to the temple or whatever.
Yeah.
Because we got a bunch of different platforms to go to.
All right. So, are they able to jump the gaps, or would I have to help them?
Gotta
Oh,
grease their feet.
We could always call over me. I could just get them across.
oh, that works. Yeah. If
Maybe.
if the giant wolf spider form goes over there and like laces the place with webbing back and forth, they could walk
Yeah.
over.
And we told the spectator that the people on the other platform are our friends.
Okay. Yes.
Did we?
Oh, we'll say
Yeah,
that
Mr.
happened.
Squid.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we did. Yeah.
Sure.
So the spectator doesn't like randomly just kill everybody.
Yeah. I'm gonna slide over to this one.
do you want to ride? Mr. Squiggles does fly.
Oh my god, yeah, I want to ride.
Mr. Squiggles flies. What?
Where are we flying? This way?
Let's fly to that one.
Okay, sure.
I have now become enamored by our new spectator.
We're okay. Cool. And Genesis, you're gonna leap this or?
Yeah. Would I have to like kind of toss the boys across, or can they jump that?
You can chuck them 15 feet. Sure, that sounds
Yeah.
very dangerous and hilarious. Go ahead. That's a
Oh.
I'm just gonna clap
Oh.
my hands down on the shoulders. So we kind of have to go from platform to platform. And I know you guys kind of lacking in the leg department. So is there any chance you guys are comfortable with me throwing you? I'll be gentle. I promise. Like we
Now
say,
throw them without them letting you answer.
Jim Jar says.
I'm
Jim-
getting ready to start picking him up.
Jim Jar says. Jim Jar says, under one condition,
Yeah.
you gotta say fastball special.
You know it, buddy. I will definitely do that, and I'll do Jim Jar first because I'm not the muscliest lady, so one at a time.
Okay.
Oh, while we're traveling the web, can I keep my web sense? I guess I'm assuming the web sense is always on to just be ready for trouble. Trouble arises.
Sure.
And
Let's
just
say.
see Jen getting ready to chuck Ginger.
Like any rival spiders, try to get me.
Spider rivalry, sure. Roll perception with advantage with your web sense, and then Jim Jar, throw him. Roll athletics.
Throw
That
him.
makes sense.
Okay, athletics.
All right.
Nat 20.
Let's see here.
Perfect.
There it is. There
There it
fucking is.
She threw him all the way to our platform.
Oh, no.
I don't think that's a good one. Awesome.
17. Wait, no, not.
You
15.
okay?
15. Yeah.
Okay, your turn.
Okay. I need to get a token for Fargus over here. Actually, you know what? I have a bunch of silly tokens. I'll use a goofy one.
All right.
Yeah. Halfling, A B C D F G. Oh, no, not that folder.
You get 1 in 4 hours. This is a little.
Okay. So, forgive me, but they're chibi tokens
It's okay.
because I just thought that would be freaking hilarious. Okay, here we go. That's gonna be Fargus.
Perfect.
That's Fargus. It's a little bigger. Okay. And you're throwing him?
Yep.
All right. I'll also say that, Korth, you can detect there are 3 giant spiders in the room with your web sense.
Mm-hmm. Are they anywhere near us?
I believe that you guys have been acting pretty carefully, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And carefully walking across the web. I mean, I haven't.
Yeah, for the most
broken,
part, we've been pretty good.
I haven't really broken any of the web, so.
Totally.
Yeah, and she did a fastball special, so.
Yeah, and I think that I'm the loudest one. That would be that is probably be the loudest this group has been.
Well, those are big spiders.
Some would say giant.
Those are really big spiders.
Athletics on Fargus.
Let's hope I don't drop him. Please. Oh, fuck me.
Oh no.
Oh no.
As quick as we met Fargus.
Yeah, can I use my inspiration to possibly add to that roll? Would that help?
You can use your inspiration to take the 16 instead.
Okay, we do that.
We do that. Okay. Okay.
That was close.
That was really funny.
Had a nat 20 and then a nat 1.
Oh.
Gotta love it.
Yeah. All right. So you chuck the couple. You chuck the deep gnome and a halfling. What are you gonna do with yourself?
I will jump get myself.
Oh my gosh, you are
Should
out of
be
your
able
mind.
to do.
Always
Because
just call me over.
jump
Yeah,
speed like
that
half
was the
our
plan.
And I
speed.
walk on.
Yeah.
I walk on.
So I
web.
just jump.
She's out of her mind. She just wants to jump.
Yeah.
How far
Okay.
is that for?
Fair enough. It's okay.
She's chaotic as hell, man.
All right. So we have been alerted by the NPCs that, and I'm just gonna draw like some red dots here, that there is an entrance to a temple in here. We're gonna pretend like that's a portal, and we're also aware that there's an entrance to another place in the northeast section that Genesis and Jimjar and Fargus just left.
Yeah.
We have no information on here, and we have no information on this place either. So let's get to the party, the broken party in the southeast. All right.
Mhm.
You're
Mhm.
going to find that there are 5 iron
come on.
chests entangled in the webs.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna go for them and just start bringing web one up, and then how heavy do I think they are? I think my web will support it.
Without
can we,
touching them, like
cast
just
them?
your eyes. 2.
Mm.
No, I mean I'll go over and just carefully touch one and see if it looks like it's heavy or not.
Oh, okay. So that's more like investigation than perception.
Oh yeah. Mm,
Can I
see
do
here.
that as well? Let me investigate. I'll just help out.
Are you pretty
Yeah, let's.
are you pretty good at investigating stuff? Because
I am. Let's see. What do I?
surprisingly, with how perceptive I am terrible at investigating things. I'm also
Uh,
going to cast guidance on
You
Glowbrief.
can
I
you can
just have a
cast
plus
spells in
2.
your spider form.
Oh no, I can't. Oh, I'm not going to cast guidance in spider form. I
Yeah, I got
hold
a plus.
concentration. I just can't cast spells.
You guys can
I
give
got
the
a plus.
help action to each other. That's a notch. That's
Oh,
an option.
true. Oh yeah, I could. Yeah, like maybe you can grab and I can web it so it doesn't fall.
Yeah, I also have thieves' tools, so I can just try to pick them.
Oh, that's a good point. I guess I'll strengthen the web underneath the chest so it doesn't fall, and then yeah, I guess you could pick it.
Can I do an investigation just to make sure there's no traps or anything on it?
Yes. So the idea here is you guys are doing one chest at a time. You're not doing it like one for each of you separately.
Yeah,
No,
let's
just
just
Okay.
one at a
take it
time,
easy,
really.
just in case.
Okay, so
So
if we're
this one right
taking it
here.
easy, I'm gonna color code them.
Okay, I'll do red first.
Understood.
And what should I make? Perception or
So if we are touching
investigation?
and listening and feeling for buttons, switches, needles, blades, or any kind of like hidden things like that, that would be investigation.
All right, not
If you're
no
just using your
info,
eyes, that would be perception.
just using my. All right, let me just use my eyes first because I got a pretty good roll or a pretty good modifier on that.
Okay.
I
22.
don't know.
I would
I
say.
don't know why 3 times.
So it's a 12 then. It's a 12. Okay. So with the
Oh,
12,
yeah.
you look at the chest that we have labeled red. It looks like it is rather heavy. The make of it, a lot of metal pieces to it, not so much wood pieces to it. So it does look like it's heavy. You would think back to, okay, what gets kept into heavy things? Probably things that would break a regular chest. So it
Mhm.
might be full of coin, might be full of currency. It could be full of possibly very heavy vehicle parts. Just like rattling through
Mhm.
your artificer mind, what would people use in a chest that is built strong like this?
Gotcha.
I would also say with and I want to use your 22 and 10 as well. All right,
All
with your
right.
22, while you are looking at this red chest here, you do see, oh, you do hear. So your eyes are one way, your ears are obviously like 90 degrees in a different direction. You hear
Mhm.
the sound of a salivating mouth.
Oh, good.
I take a step back and urge my
That sounds
compatriots
like a
to take
mimic.
a step back.
So I hear. Do I know where I hear that from? Do I hear that from the green one?
So if you're looking at the red chest, it
Yeah.
is not the blue one. It could be the green, purple, or orange one.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna pick the red one right now.
Thieves' tools pick. Okay.
Yep. I'm gonna do that, and I have proficiency in that.
Do eat.
Believe. What do I use as an attribute? Dexterity.
Dexterity is the attribute. Yes.
Okay. Oh my god.
Oh.
How do I get a double nat 1?
You need
Oh,
me over there because I have proficiency too.
just break the chest.
Oh, unbelievable.
Just break it.
Can I use inspiration and do a reroll?
The way we've been doing it is we've been using the second
Yeah,
roll for
that's
inspiration. So
all right.
I don't think
That's
so.
yeah,
Here.
that's the worst thing I've ever seen.
Yeah. In fact, I think if it's a double one there, your thieves' tools definitely have to snap.
Okay.
Get
All
jammed
right.
in there, like previously, like last session.
Yeah. So all right, can I do a perception little check over on this orange one? While
I could
Genesis
always just take the chest with us, like I said.
you want to just bundle them all together?
Yeah, just take. Well, I mean, not all together, but I'm just gonna, bring over one at a time, and maybe have the rest of our compatriots come grab the chest and take it back to the camp.
Okay.
Not sure how far off the beaten path we are, though.
Um.
We're 16 miles from the town
Yeah.
where we were going to, and we're still going to the ancient temple, and we're still got another treasure map to find after this one.
Sure. I mean, I could always just web it up and mark it on our map, and then come back if we fail to open any of them. Which
Yeah.
one sound like the mouth, though?
It could have been the green one, or the purple one, or the orange one.
Oh wait, it's only one. Didn't we find out which one it was?
No.
No, it
Oh,
was just
no.
something I heard. I heard salivating mouth.
Oh no.
I would assume. I mean, I don't know. With a 22, I guess it could have been the purple or the orange one as well. Because
Yeah.
my
Can I, what do I use for detecting if that's something?
detect.
Would it be a perception check?
So like, it would have to be investigation.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's fine.
You have to get up on the thing and then like poke and prod at it.
No.
Yeah.
I'm gonna. You know what? Actually, there's a better way to do this. There's a better way to do this. I'm gonna stand at a distance and I'm gonna just let's see here.
Oh,
Let's see.
I have detect magic. Is that something that would detect like a mimic or
Nah.
no? Huh?
Nah.
Let's
Son
see
of a
here.
It would detect if there were magical items inside the chest, though. So that's kind of interesting. Maybe save some time.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Yeah, can I cast that and just for the best here?
If you like.
I clicked on it.
Okay. So 3 of these chests have magical items, magical energies coming off. That
Okay.
would be blue, green, and purple.
Blue, green, purple.
All right. So there's magical items inside those 3. So orange could possibly be the mimic that I'm standing in front of, or I don't know. Maybe we have Genesis try one of the chests, and then if that
Yeah.
doesn't work, we just tie them all up.
Yeah, I
Can
think
we
that'd be
say
a
that?
good idea.
Can we say that Genesis, Jim Jar, and Fargus have leaped to this side of the have leaped here by now?
Yeah,
Okay.
sure.
Oh, Jesus.
It's just
Jim Jar has thieves' tools too, right?
Yeah, that's true. I think that came into play.
I believe I actually broke my thieves' tools last session.
Hey, you never get new ones. How dare you?
Well, I was thinking, I have little python spikes for climbing. Any chance they're small enough to get into the lock hole so I can try and force the locks?
No way. Nah.
Does
Aw.
Johnny on the spot have that kind of stuff we can get?
That's what I was thinking just now while you were saying it. I was like, I should put thieves' tools in Johnny's.
Because I would buy some more right now and try again.
So let's say that's the case. Let's say it's 25 gold to get a set of thieves' tools.
All right, I'll
From
take that
Johnny's.
out.
I have
I
30
forgot
gold.
that I don't have as much money. 105. What happened to me?
What a
I
world.
died. Do math for me. 105 minus 25.
80.
All right. Okay, so I got some
7.5.
these tools again. I guess I'll move to this blue one and try to pick the blue one.
Jim Jar will hand you his thieves' tools, Genesis,
Yay.
because he trusts the big muscle lady.
Alright, who's going after what?
I'm gonna do the blue one. So the green one and the purple one also have magical items in them.
Okay, I'm gonna go after green.
All right. Danger, danger.
Alright.
Ready.
Come on. I got the
You
nat
pick
1 and nat 20 out of the way. Please be nice to me.
Got this.
Korth, you see what's
There
going on
we go.
outside, right?
Yep.
Okie dokie.
That's a good roll.
22.
That is a very good roll. That's for the red one?
Is
That's
for the
for-
green.
For the green one, okay. You put in your thieves' tools, you twist them, the thief tool twists back, and the mimic reaches out and
Phew.
clomps on you.
Oh, what bad luck.
Of course it
All
did.
right.
Oh, that is unfortunate. Okay. I'm going to put these chests on the map layer first, and then I'll roll initiative.
Okay.
So I'm gonna drop my. I guess I'll drop my spider on my turn.
Do you guys want to keep this initiative that we have here?
I do.
I
Yeah, I'm good
still
with it.
garbage. Okay. Keep it.
I really do.
Spy.
Stupid mimic.
Tricks are for kids.
Yeah.
Oof. Okay. Goodness me. I'm going to make a Fargus NPC right now. I'm going to put him in everybody's journal so everybody can see him. Use that
Okay.
token. Okay.
Are mimics sentient? Like, do mimics
Yes.
really think
Yeah.
that much?
I don't think I should
They're
be giving
sneaky.
away all
They're
this
sneaky
information.
assholes.
Mimics must be that must be a lonely life.
Come on. Oh, why are you being this way? All right. There we go. All right. So we're fashioning Fargus to be a spy. Five. Okay. Okay. Live, Fargus, live. Cool. Organizing everything. Done. That wasn't too long.
Oop.
So these giant spiders want to play too. Oh, they're gonna come in even worse. All right, Globberif.
Oh God.
Genesis is being assaulted by a mimic.
All right. What are the chances with shatter? I could shatter the mimic, and it'll. I mean, also shatter the wood of the chests around the mimic.
Pretty high.
Okay. Shatter. I'm sorry, Genesis. I'm going to hit you with a shatter.
Go ahead.
I think this might be the best idea. At least for me. I'm going to cast it at level 2.
Alright, con save.
And I'll show that so you can
Nope.
see it.
Oh, no, it does make. Woo!
You made it. You got half as
Yay.
much.
Okay, so that's what
Half damage for you.
Con save, right?
What's that?
Okay.
Yeah, it's a Constitution save.
All right. Let's see it.
You're gonna make 13.
Got a 12.
All right, so he gets damage of 12,
Okay.
thunder damage,
Okay.
and whatever that does to the chests around him as well. Genesis took 6 damage from that.
Yep.
One second.
Sorry. He's talking trash about us.
No. Come on.
Like, oh man, this party I'm the demon for is all gonna die right now.
Die to mimics and giant spiders. I sure hope snots.
Oh man.
Listen, we got
Um,
Mr. Squiggles. No one can beat him.
So 13 damage to the mimic,
12
and
damage.
12 damage to the mimic. And what else is going on here? Creature organic material.
I was hoping that it would also hit all those chests. Genesis took 6 damage because she made the con save.
I already put the damage in.
What do I got for a bonus action here?
Also takes damage if it's in the spell's area. I see. Okay. So
I gotta run to the bathroom real quick, but I'll be right back.
don't worry, your initiative is pretty far down.
Yeah.
Oh, that's painful.
A little bit. Yeah. Okay. So I'll say that the chests 1, 2, 3, 4 are cracked by the shatter.
Okay, cool.
All right.
Just seeing if I have any bonus stuff.
Stings.
Yeah. Is there like a little thing that says bonus action so I don't have to look at all the info buttons on my page, or
No, that's a D&D Beyond kind of deal. Regardless, the rules are if you cast a spell that's over a level 1 spell slot, you can't use any bonus action spells.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So that's just generally across the board the case.
That's cool. Okay, let me see what I have for other stuff then. Just give me 1 second. What does Hidden Step do? As a bonus action, you can turn invisible. Alright, I will, I'm gonna move.
Is that so? That's not a spell, so that should be okay.
Yeah, that's my Furbolg, one of my things.
Racials.
My art, yeah, one of my racial things.
Cool.
Let me. What's this? Infuse item. Oh, can I? Oh, no, I can't do that. I don't think. I wanted to see if I could set up my little cannon, but I don't think I can yet. All right, so I'm just gonna do hidden step and turn invisible.
It says here, whenever you finish a long rest, you can touch a non-magical object and imbue it with one of your artificer infusions. So this would have to be something you had done.
Yeah,
like,
pride.
Right. So if there's
Yeah,
anything you want to do 2020 vision style, you can spend an inspiration to do that.
Okay. All right, I'll do that for the next little thing there. Enhance weapon. Okay. All right. Just looking at stuff. I am. Where's the little done button? Dun.
I assume it's so far up.
No, it's so far up. Where to go?
It's okay. I'll hit done.
All right.
Okay. So
Uh.
the mimic's gonna go now.
Oh, mimic's up. Oh no.
Yeah. So the mimic is going to bite Genesis. That's an 18 to hit. Genesis's armor class is 15,
Pretty
so
sure
the
that
damage is dealt. That is 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 points of damage.
Oh, gotta take down this mimic.
And she is also grappled by the adhesive feature of this mimic's teeth and tongue. They're sticky. Gross. Thank you. Giant wolf spider.
All I heard was gross.
Hey, welcome back.
Hi.
You got messed up.
You got stickied
Okay.
up.
Bye.
You took
It's
11
gross to say the
damage.
least.
Yeah. All right, Korth, what's happening?
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and drop my wild shape with my bonus action. Then I'm gonna use my action to cast Halo Spores, and I'm also gonna go ahead and move to let's see here. That one's the mimic, so let's see here.
Remember, we got spiders
Oh,
coming
sorry.
too.
5, 10. Actually, you know what? Never mind. I'm gonna stay in the same area here. So yeah, Halo
Yeah.
Spore. Drop the drop in the wild shape and enter.
Okay, so you drop your spider form, you hit Halo Spores. So you stop being a spider, you start being a lizard person, and then you become a mushroomy lizard person?
Yep, I release those luminescent spores that suddenly kind of cloud the area around me.
Okay. Excellent. Let's go to Mr. Squiggles.
Oh yeah.
Mr. Squiggles is going to prioritize the Mimic because that is the immediate threat. So we're going to hit 2 eye rays.
That's dope.
Paralyzing ray. Let's see if that happens. Constitution 13. This Mimic needs to
Get him, Mr. Squiggles.
Got him, Mr. Squiggles. Let's see. We got a 12. It is paralyzed.
Zap.
So now it's paralyzed. It can no longer be grappling Genesis because that don't make any sense.
Yay!
Then let's see. Yeah. So with that paralyzed, we'll turn around here. Let's try and cast fear on this giant spider that seems to be the closest. I'm gonna go ahead and color code these as well. So we're gonna fire the fear ray at red here, which needs to make a wisdom save. Wisdom saving throw. Let's make a 13. Gets a 6. This one is now feared. Okay. Feared for 1 or 10 rounds. Okay.
Nice.
This one is paralyzed.
How long is the mimic paralyzed? Okay.
Jim Jar is up. Jim Jar is going to capitalize on the paralysis of the mimic because that's what good cutthroats do, and is going to double melee attack with the short sword, banking on Genesis being there for the sneak attack. Bink, bink. Let's get behind the mimic to get that advantage there. Okay, so we're going with the nat 20. So that's 10 points of piercing damage, and I believe misses on the second attack. Unfortunate. Alright, so we'll take the 10 points of damage there. Ooh. And we will bonus action disengage. Let's do 10 feet. Genesis, you're up.
Genesis, kick his ass.
With pleasure. Alright. Let's see. I'm gonna stab. And then I'm gonna punch. Because
That's a
I'm
good
mad
stab.
it bit me.
Oh my god, she is crushing it.
Everything hits.
Okay. That and that. See?
Wow.
You should pull some slot machines. Look at that. 3 sevens.
That's luck.
Some money in the bank right there. Yeah.
Yeah,
Once
that's
again,
right.
Genesis, you go up there with your short sword and your fists, and it's just a flurry of just beating into this creature here. Fargus. It's been a while since Fargus got a chance to throw down. We're gonna do hand crossbow just to be safe. Just go a little soft there. 12 hits, dealing 5 points of piercing damage. And then we have the giant spiders to deal with. Mimic is still up, by the way. Okay. So, a giant spider has 30 feet of climb and 30 speed. 5, 10,
Then,
15, 20, 25, 30.
When it comes with, if it comes within 10 feet of me, I'm gonna spore it, Halo spore it.
Understood.
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean Halo spores. I meant symbiotic entity. Halo spores is already up.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
assumed.
Yeah.
I assumed. So I'm gonna.
It's like, why'd you use an action to do Halo spores?
Okay. So this one is gonna get its web. It is going to fire its web at you, Korth. Get rid of the giant wolf spider token here.
Oh yeah, and I have more AC now because of the bracers of armor, or no, not bracers of armor, cloak of protection.
Excellent. You're at 18, right?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Cool. Okay.
And I have those temp HP. I guess I should probably put those in, huh?
Yeah, you can do it in the bubble, in the blue bubble.
Mm-hmm. Oh, awesome.
That'll be plenty. All right. So web attack, 10 misses. That
Nice.
is red's. That's green's turn. Now red is gonna go 5, 10, 15, 20.
What level are we now? 5? Yeah, 5.
Wait, what? Why are you a spy now? Where's a spy? Get out of here. It's supposed to be Fargus. Okay. Alright. Just gonna attack Fargus with a bite attack.
Oh, is it within 10 feet of me?
Would you consider that 10? Yeah, I think that counts as 10.
Yeah,
Sure.
I'd say 10. And then when I do Halo Spores, it does what is it here? Two 1d4s. Yeah, 2 1d4s.
2d4s?
Yeah, I guess I could probably just maybe click it twice. Let's see here. There we go. Well, I guess if it hits him, he has to make a con save.
Okay. Got it. Giant spider. Con save. Fails.
All right, 5 necrotic.
5 necrotic damage to the giant spider.
Spores just start latching on it and just dissolving its skin.
Oh, okay. I thought it was an inhalation kind of deal. All right. Giant spider comes in, tries to strike Fargus, doesn't hit him, and Korth gets in your spores. Doesn't really pay them any mind like most creatures, but takes damage for it. That was a big oof. All right.
Wow.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and that is it for the giant spiders. Globrif, your turn.
Okay. Globrif is going to set up his Eldritch Cannon.
That's a lot of text there.
I'm not ready
That
for
is
all that
lot.
text.
I'm gonna make a Eldritch Cannon and blah blah blah. Let's see what it does. The cannon has an AC of 18.
Are you ready for your Eldritch Cannon?
Yeah, can you show me how dope it is?
Eldritch Cannon!
Yes.
Look at this thing.
Thing's
He's
awesome.
casting a Kamehameha. Dude, look at that.
I know, it's like the freaking
That's
Yamato
dope.
cannon in StarCraft.
That's pretty.
All right, and I
dope.
want it to be. I don't want it to be fire. I want it to be a force ballista.
A force ballista. Oh, I apologize. One moment, please. Adjusting for force ballista.
That thing's even cooler. All right, so I want to put that right there, right in front of me.
Okay.
Okay, and once I create that, do I have to wait a turn to use it, or can I use it now?
Dude, I don't know. You gave me a whole essay.
I'm reading it. I'm trying to see if it says I can use it right away.
A small Eldritch cannon occupies its space, and a tiny one can be held in one hand. Once you create a cannon, you can't do so again until you finish a long rest.
Yeah. blah blah blah. You can have only one cannon. I feel like I can just use it. I'm gonna blast it.
You can dismiss it early as an action. Yeah, okay.
All right, it shoots up to Force Ballista, 120 feet.
On a
I'm
hit,
gonna
so
blast.
What does
Let's
it use
see.
for the attack?
Eldritch something? I don't know.
No, I mean like, what stats do you use to? What do you roll to hit?
Who knows? It's your intelligence mod. Oh, that's for Protector. Force Ballista doesn't say.
Make a ranged spell attack. Oh, there it is. Okay. And we're saying intelligence. So a D20 plus your intelligence plus your proficiency modifier is usually how these things go.
Okay. So the Mimic is next. So I'm gonna blast the Mimic with this bad boy. What am I rolling? 2d8?
First roll a D20.
Oh, first roll, right, duh.
Okay, so a 16 would hit anyway, but for future reference, it's that would have been +5, and that would have been a +8 on the roll.
Oh, wow.
So that would be in the future. But yes,
Sure.
so now roll your 2d8 for your Eldritch damage. Force damage. 11. That's wild. That's okay, so it's dead. So you
Good.
you blow up the Mimic. Its teeth and its tongue, everything is torn off of this pseudopody body, and what's left behind is a very heavy chunk of armor.
Oh.
Yeah, so that was one of the treasures here.
Nice.
And this isn't exactly a leisurely time to look at it, but you put a
That's
feather in
fine.
that. Okay.
Yeah.
Is that your whole turn?
So that was an action, right?
Absolutely, that was an action.
Okay. But it wasn't a spell. So I could use a bonus action spell, correct?
Absolutely correct.
Okay. What about this? Oh. Okay, I'll have to play with that later. Action, bonus action spell. I don't think I have a bonus action spell, so I'm just going to say done.
All right.
I don't have time to be looking through everything.
All right.
I'll play more with it later.
So we are on
Okay.
Port's turn.
So I got a
You
cat
got this, Porth.
on me. Yeah, let's see here.
Your cat is your arcane focus.
Yeah, I guess. Let's see here. I'm gonna go ahead and cast Shillelagh as a bonus action, and then I'm gonna go up to this giant spider and be like, "You messed up, Jesus Christ!" All right. Let's see here.
You hear in Spider, "Who's Jesus Christ?"
Yep. Let's see here. Shillelagh.
Shillelagh, 13 does hit their AC.
Okay, perfect. Then I'm gonna go ahead and do this. But I'm also whenever I hit with and I have symbiotic entity up, I do a another 1d6 necrotic. I guess I'll maybe I'll just roll d6. So 13 damage, 9 magical for necrotic.
Nice. Yeah. You hit this creature with your magical beat stick, and
Yep.
the heavy part like crushes into it, and you get this weird juice that squeezes out of this spider. Clearly, it's not blood; it's whatever insect fluid comes out.
Whatever insect fluid comes out.
I mean, I don't know if you've ever crushed a bug before. It looks like sweat, unless it's a mosquito, then it's blood. Whatever. Nasty. Okay, that's a big hit though. 13. You can see it's pretty low. Another hit like that, and this spider's done. Korth, that's your action. That's your bonus action. Does
Yep.
the Halo Spores trigger here as well?
At the start of their turn, it will.
Start of their turn. Got it. Okay, so if that's it for you, go ahead and hit done. Mr.
Oh,
Squiggles
yeah,
is
right.
rip raring, ready to go. Okay. Let's see. Mr. Squiggles is going to cast Paralyze on Green, because we don't really want to think that over there yet. So let's go ahead and try to paralyze. Giant Spider needs to make a Constitution saving throw. With a 13, and it gets a 11. We are paralyzed.
Oh, Mr. Squiggles, real champ here.
Putting it down. Add condition. Paralyzed. For 1 turn. Okay. And since it's paralyzed, let's go over and bite this spider.
The Squiggles gonna go bite the spider?
Mr. Squiggles is gonna take a chomp chop. Oh, misses with a 10. Unfortunate. Alright. Let's go Jim
Poor spider,
Jar.
man.
Jim Jar, 5, 10, 15, 20. Too far away, but not far away from the crossbow over here. Pull out the hand crossbow, give it a shot, using the sneak attack damage. 11 to hit, misses though, unfortunate. Jim Jar slaps his knee in frustration, steps aside the Eldritch Cannon. As Genesis, it is your turn. There's a giant piece of heavy metal armor in front of you. That's what's the remnants of the Mimic. We have giant spiders coming in for him all around. What are you gonna do?
Oop.
Oh, you're
Genesis,
muted, by the
I
way.
think you're muted.
Whoops. See, I feel like I'm gonna take on this boy
Oh, okay.
and jump. And is there any way I could try and land on top of him for my jump, or is that too difficult?
I would say that would require an athletics roll of 14.
Sure. I'll aim for like this side of him, so even if I miss, I don't die.
Okay.
Nope.
All right. So
Can I give her my inspiration?
No.
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 Okay.
Oh, all right.
No inspiration given here.
Okay. So would that be my action or just my movement?
So your movement is you move up here, you leap, you collide into the giant spider, and you roll off to the edge there. That's a movement.
Okay. And then I'm just gonna be cussing because I failed all my plans, and I'm gonna try and stab its butt.
Ow.
But stab
Sounds
complete.
good, and I'm gonna punch.
Oh, 1 attack hits, the other 2 do not.
Okay. You know, I'm gonna use my focus aim and spend another key point, and try and add. I'll add it to my first unarmed strike, so it'd be a 13.
Okay. So it's another 4 damage.
Okay. Oh, is it a 4 damage?
Oh, I thought you said it was a 13, so I put in 9 earlier, so I just added 4.
Alright, we'll just go with that.
Should I do the bludgeoning? Did you put there with the 5?
Yeah, because I added the his focused aim unless you add 2 to your attack roll, and then that can make a miss into a hit.
Oh.
Oh yeah,
So-
she wants to hit with the
Okay.
11 one, I think.
Okay, so the 11 got boosted to a 13.
Yes.
Got it. And that is the 5 bludgeoning.
Yep.
I see. So I added 4, so I'll just add 1 more.
Okay.
Okay.
And that's gonna be my turn.
Playing it as fair as possible. Okay. Yeah, so there's a slash, there's a punch, a giant spider. That's really annoying. And then we are moving on to Fargus. Fargus is... didn't really want to be this close, but we are where we are, I suppose. two melee attacks. Why does Fargus not have a melee weapon? Why does he have multi-attack but has no melee weapon?
I heard that he has like a Vorpal sword or something.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yep, Vorpal.
I did hear that somewhere.
+3 Vorpal sword and a Ring of Wishes, and
Yeah, no, I
so
thought
has 3
that's what he
left.
had.
Yeah.
We got
He's morally against it, but he wants to give it away to somebody.
Yep.
3
You can have
points
it. I don't-
piercing,
I'll use
7
any
points of
sword.
sneak.
Oh, that one's dead.
So Fargus has a sword that he called a Vorpal sword, but it's actually just a short sword. It deals sneak attack and piercing damage. This giant spider is gone. Also, it was paralyzed, so whatever. No, not that one. This one was paralyzed. Okay.
Oh, if it's paralyzed, it's still on the web.
Yeah.
I'm gonna knock it off the web.
Okay. Giant spider turn. This is not 10 feet from you, right, Korth? Let's grab a ruler.
Fourth is
No, it's 15.
Unfortunate. All right. Well, Genesis did attack this giant spider, so now this giant spider is going to attack back.
Okay.
Let's see if they get
Block
their
it.
webbing. Okay, everybody gets their webbing. They are going to use their web attack on you. 17 to hit Genesis.
That will hit.
That will hit. You will take 7 points of piercing damage. You will take 9 points of poison damage.
Oh, yeah.
How many? How much was
Seven piercing and 9 poison.
That's
So
9.
that is a total of
8.
16.
Okay.
And you
Dang.
are restrained by webbing. You can make a strength check on your turn to get out of it. Also, you can
Yep.
attack it.
Mhm.
That's the blue one. Green one is paralyzed. Can't do anything. Shakes off its paralysis on the next turn. Globrif.
Alright, Globrif is gonna move just a little over, and I'm gonna shoot this spider with my cannon. I wanna knock him off the web, honestly. Let's hope that works.
Alright. Get advantage on this thing. 8. Oh, yeah. 17 plus 8 is 25. Yeah, definitely hit this guy.
That'll work. Alright, and then I get 2d8s.
2d8s. Force damage.
2d
11. What a great, damage. Okay. Hit it pretty hard. Still in the weapon.
Alright, alright. I did figure out my bonus things. I can use a cantrip.
A bonus action
Nope,
you
I
can use.
can't. Yeah. I got nothing that I can use that makes sense. So that is going to be it for me.
Korth.
All right, let's do this. That spider's over there. That spider's over there.
Do you think you can save Genesis before?
Is Genesis not looking well?
Yeah, it looks like she's red around the.
Wait. I am very, very hurt.
How's she looking?
So, you can see there's a bit of orange there.
She's chewable.
Did
Little
you say
bloodied.
she's chewable?
And she's
Yeah, pretty much she was chewed on, so that makes her chewable. Yeah.
Okay, let's see here. So, the spider's not within 10 feet of me. However, though, I'm gonna go ahead and thorn whip it off that platform
Oh, okay.
because it's
oh,
it's 15 feet away rather than 10 feet away.
if
Let's
you
see
moved
here.
up, you could though. If you moved up one square, you could get him in the 10 feet.
Oh no, I don't want him within 10 feet because I'd
Oh,
pull him over to the
gotcha.
platform. I
Gotcha.
want him to fall off and die.
That's a great idea.
Thorn whip.
Thorn whip.
That's
16 hits.
Yep. And then, does he ever make a spell DC? Oh no, you just pull him 10 feet closer to me,
So overpowered. Do the d6 damage, anywho.
right? Watch it kills him anyways.
See ya.
3.
Minus
See ya.
3. Okay. So you yoink the giant spider. Genesis is restrained, but is not like leashed to the giant spider. So you're still restrained there. The giant spider is brought out into the open here and falls.
Does that count? Oh no, it's gonna fall to its death anyways. I'm gonna
No.
say it counts as an opportunity because they.
Oh, if that was the case, oh, it'd be so nice.
No, unfortunately, the ruling for attack of opportunity is the creature needs
Has
to
to
move of
move,
its
right?
own volition. Yeah, needs to
Mhm.
make the choice to move it, but it's being forced. So it's gonna fall. I'll let you know right now that it's gonna fall 100 feet.
Oh no.
So that means I could roll a 1 on each of the die, and it would still die. So let's do it anywho.
So dead spider. All right.
46
Oh,
damage.
no.
Horrifying.
That's-
Oh, that spider goes splat.
Yeah, that spider is straight
Let's
up bloated.
let's say when he's falling, he
Well,
lands on a what was the one that rose from the bottom? A stalactite or stalagmite? Probably stalagmite.
With a
Right?
G, stalagmite.
Yeah, falls on a spiked stalagmite, just gets impaled.
Nasty. Gets impaled. The
Yep.
the
And
yeah, so the spider like falls down, and this stalagmite drives through its body, and I would say that its head is popped off as it is torn through. And Korth, roll a sleight of hand to catch the giant spider's head as it's launched in the air.
oh no,
Get it.
that's
Catch it.
oh, actually, my sleight of hand's probably not that bad. I mean, it's. Oh, wait a second. Do I have disadvantage in sleight of hand? No, I don't. Yeah, so.
It's a good try. Would have been really cool. Would have been a total Mortal Kombat fatality.
Yeah.
But
Would have ripped out the spider's spine if the spider had a spine.
nice. Yeah. All right. So that's a.
That's good.
I'm also gonna move. I'm also gonna move closer to. I'm gonna move right about there to the spider.
Paralyzed spider. Got it.
And then where's that intern button? There it is.
Mr.
Go
Squiggles.
Squiggles.
This guy's dead.
Finish him off.
Gonna fly over this way. A very annoying route. Just like hover here. Let's see. Paralysis is gonna break. Let's reapply paralysis. DC 13 rolls a 13. It's saved. Blah.
Oh, wow.
So,
Does he get disadvantage because he's paralyzed?
nah, he would have broken. It broke paralysis at the end of its turn. So that's why I'm trying to reapply it. Okay.
Gotcha.
Kind of want to cast Fear and make it run through the party.
Oh, what a great idea.
Fantastic idea.
I like it. I like it. Let's just edge a little to the left. Make a wisdom save. DC 13 as per the usual. Wisdom save here. Saved again with a 17.
Dang.
Alright, was a cool idea, but not gonna happen. Moving on to Jimjar. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Let's get crazy. Jimjar's gonna run across the webbing and then launch himself at the giant spider.
Nice.
Jimjar's the man. He's a real Leroy Jenkins right there.
Hits on both short sword attacks, dealing 20 points of damage. Is it really 20? No, it's 10. Okay. That would have been insane. Alright.
Jesus.
5 hit points left on this creature. Genesis, it's your turn. Wait!
Okay.
Wait. I fucked up. Oh, wait.
Yeah?
No, he doesn't get sneak attack. Never mind. He's by himself. Alright. I did not fuck up. You're up.
Alright. So, am I still restrained?
You need to make a strength save or attack the webbing. Either or.
I'll do string save.
Gotta attack
Okay.
the darkness.
The DC
That would
is a
know.
12.
Nope.
Nope. Okay, so that's an action.
Yep.
Can she?
Could I bonus action and punch the webbing? But I doubt that'll help.
Can you bonus action punch the webbing? Can
Do you have a potion, Genesis? You always drink a
I
potion.
do. Yeah.
you can
Wait, no,
drink
I-
the potion?
I don't. Nope.
Okay. Well,
I have poison, but that's not what I want.
that's the.
Don't drink that. Yeah.
All right. I think that's your turn there.
Okay.
And maybe drink the potion, become a lich, I guess.
All of a sudden becomes a witch. Fargus, shot be true. This is going to have sneak attack on it because Jim Jar's adjacent. Ugh. 16 to hit with the sneak attack, so that's 12 damage. All right, that's gonna kill it.
Nice.
Fargus is gonna get down on one knee, balance the hand crossbow over one arm, and fires it. The Jim Jar is gonna look at it and go, "This motherfucker's trying to kill me." And then drops down, it catches the webbing, and does a swing. It gets out of the way, and the bolt hits the giant spider. Jim Jar swings back up. They clearly don't like each other. But Jim Jar's gonna. What are we gonna do? Korth, can you help Jim Jar grab the body and bring it over to the landing?
Yeah.
Thorn.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I mean, honestly, just use my thorn whip.
All right. Cool. And it can't do anything to avoid it, so we can drag the body over. Because we lost one. That's lost. But these two we still have. Okay, that is going to close out our combat.
Sweet.
Alright. Back to listening to dungeony music. Squiggles is going to return. We go over Genesis. Cut your webs. Do you want to
Floater over.
do you want to ride over to the other platform?
Sure, I'll take a ride up. It's just.
Okay. Cool. Combat's concluded. For Globrif's sake, the Eldritch Cannon, you can like put it on your back. Like you can put it on your back.
Yeah. I'm gonna hold it on my back because it sticks around for I think 8 hours or something. I thought that's what it said.
It's not. It's not.
Oh my
permanent.
god. Oh my god. We should get one of the cave bears and put the arcane cannon on it. Yes. That needs to be a thing. I need that in my life.
Bear cavalry.
Oh man.
That's an old.
It's gonna happen at one point. If we ever fight something giant, we gotta do that. Some might call it a bare necessity.
Let's see. All right, so Mimic's dead. I'm gonna set up to pick this blue one now.
In Russia,
And-
bear does not ride cannon. Cannon rides bear.
Nice bear.
Pretty much.
Love it.
Mimic have any like stuff
It
like nuts?
A big armor.
Get a big piece of armor in there. It's a huge chest piece. You guys don't really have like identify or nothing like that.
I have an identify.
For real? Okay, cool.
He's a big nerd. Identify.
Rude. Okay.
I do have identify, so I can cast identify.
Can pop identify. You find a suit of armor that is reinforced with that rare, beautiful metal, adamantine, the hardest substance in existence. While you're wearing it, you cannot be crit on.
Damn. I'll go after purple. Because that one hasn't been picked.
Okay. Let me just adamantine. I want to put it in your party loot.
Okay. We can fight over that later, I guess. I don't need it.
I can't
Yeah, I was
wear
gonna
it.
say I
So
don't.
you
I would
guys,
say I don't want it.
You don't want it.
Metal's so uncivilized.
All right.
What am I wearing for armor? I think nothing. Oh, I can only do light armor. Oh, and medium armor. Is it medium or is it heavy armor?
What we'll do is we'll apply it to the current armor that you're wearing.
Okay.
Yeah, so whatever it is you're wearing will get the extra benefit of uncritical armor.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So that's cool. We've got some more thieves tools rolls. We've got the blue chest popping up and Genesis the 13. Okay, so nothing breaking. That's good. All right.
Oh, I was gonna say if any of you guys need guiding, I can help.
Oh, do you want to
I
do
can tell you how to pick a lock. I just can't do it.
You want to do some post guidance?
Yeah, do
Okay.
some guidance on them.
Who's taking it? Oh, everybody can take it.
Yep, I can just keep on casting on God. It's such a good spell.
You guys want to roll an extra D4 to put on top of your current rolls?
Of course.
Okay.
I'd love to do that.
15.
Oh my god.
15. Okay.
So bad at rolling this game. So I got a 12 on my chest.
Okay. Cool. So the purple one, we'll do the purple one first. In the purple one, you'll see there are 5 gems on top: a citrine, sardonyx, chrysoprase, and zircon. These 5 gems are worth 50 gold pieces each. Okay, so Genesis, that's the loot that you found in there. If you
Okay.
take the gems underneath it, you see a piece of cloth that's very neatly folded. And you can pop that sucker open, and that is a hat of disguise.
Oh my
Ooh.
god.
Fancy.
Which, you know, we love a hat of disguise. I don't know if here.
Got a fancy
Yes,
fancy dinner
that
parties.
was- No.
I have disguised self, so two of us can get into it.
What a blast. Okay.
Cool.
With the, is it 12 over here? Okay. So
Yeah, 12.
12 over here, you can get a. All right. Well,
Because I did Shattered, is their integrity a little bit less because they took,
No.
they cracked a little bit? No.
Nah.
Damn.
You wanted them to break?
Well, I kind of wanted to make it easier to pick, like a lower DC, because, I kind of damaged chest. That was the whole point of it, I think. I don't know if that would have worked. I guess I should have told you my plan.
Okay. I want to get you something specific. But okay, so your cannon thing that goes off as your action.
Hmm.
I feel like
Is it a bonus action? I thought the Eldritch Cannon was a bonus.
I think we need to look into that one a little more.
Might be totally wrong.
All I know is they need to make symbiotic entity a bonus action rather than an action.
Let's see. Eldritch Cannon.
Yeah, I think it just counts as your action. Which is kind of unfortunate. Oh well. Anywho, so the next item that you find in there is an instrument of the bards, a Foclution Bandor.
A Foclution.
Yeah, if you don't tell Oscar about this, and if Ethan does not watch this stream, This is actually crazy item.
Wait, what item is it?
Oh, look at this. I mean, this is literally. Oscar gets this no matter what.
It screams bard.
Yeah.
However, if you don't give it to him, Ethan, don't watch the stream. If you don't give it to him, it's 26,500 gold pieces if you vendor it.
Oh my god!
Oh,
Damn.
I have to
dude,
buy.
it's-
I have to buy some
Dude.
armor. I gotta do. All right, we'll put it in the inventory. We'll go from there.
Look at the spells on this sucker. Fly,
Nice
invisibility,
fly.
levitate, entangle, fairy fire, shillelagh, speak with animals.
I mean, that's freaking good.
Oh,
Yeah.
damn.
So nice.
All right, so that's what was in that chest.
That's what was in the blue chest. So far we have looted blue, green, and purple. Red and orange are still on the still being looked at here.
All right, I will go for orange. If Genesis, you want to go for the red one.
Sure.
I know.
Okay,
If
go
Korth dies, I'm making a bard.
11?
Make
Is
a
that
bard
it?
that was specifically trying to find this instrument.
Okay. On
that's
11.
so good.
I know,
You
right?
still use guidance on that?
On an 11, you find 207 gold pieces and 58 platinum pieces.
Ooh,
Damn.
money.
Just some
How many
serious
platinum?
coinage. 58.
Mine?
Yeah, that's Genesis's red chest.
All right, let's see what I can do, guys.
And I completely agree with the shatter making the DC for these chests lower. That 100% makes sense.
Yeah, that was my plan. I thought it would be really cool to have it that way.
Totally.
I guess I should have just said something.
Okay.
Here we go.
A 19.
Give me that good.
And then you know he's at 4 if you need. Or D4.
Oh yeah. Genesis could have done another D4 as well.
Imagine whenever Korth casts guidance, he just,
So I got a
just
dirty
standing
20.
behind their back, being like, oh no, you shouldn't do that. Don't cut the red wire. You never cut the red wire.
Okay. So
Dirty 20 for me. What do I get from
you
that?
get 5 potions.
So you're-
Okay. So one of them is this one here. Okay, so there's 2 of these, which I'm showing right now. 2 potions of speed.
Okay.
Okay.
Nice.
The next 2 are not mundane, but man, they sure feel mundane. A couple potions of supreme healing.
So we got some potions.
Big Healy potions, 10 d4 plus 20 hit points.
Wow.
Basically a res. Like a
For those
full
greater
res.
healing, or
How many did we get?
2
oh, supreme.
supreme healing potions.
Oh, dude, we should sell those. How much do those go for?
And finally, a single potion of Cloud Giant Strength.
Oh,
man.
nice. I want Genesis to have that.
So very rare. Boosts your strength up to 27
Holy moly.
for like an hour. Yeah, for a solid hour.
Yeah, I feel like Genesis, you should probably have that.
Dude, you'd be able to jump so high.
You're gonna jump across the map every day.
I shudder to think what a 27 strength monk's flurry of blows would be.
Don't they go damage off decks though?
Yes, Dex.
All depends on how you build it.
If I took a level in Barbarian, that helped.
Hmm.
Because then I could actually use damage of the rage. Shit.
Oh, Rage is just so nice.
Yeah.
That was a good haul from those. Can we search these giant spiders as well? Harvest and that stuff?
Sure.
Love to do that. I got all sorts of tools that I'm really good with.
Always guide you if you need.
Okay.
I don't have alchemist ones.
So for green over here, these are beasts. The stat that you will be using is nature.
Okay.
So nature check to see the
Who's
harvesting.
got- Anyone got good nature, skill?
I think
Yeah, I
nature's
do.
everybody.
I know all about nature.
All right, I think you should do that nature roll then.
I breathe nature. I'm just gonna cast guidance on myself, and then do some naturing, and then I'm gonna go ahead and roll that d4 because it was less than I thought. So I got a 11.
All right. So
That was a little embarrassing.
you were able to get into the spinneret of the giant spider, which is located in its abdomen. All the silk thread that you could harvest is from there. You extract over 100 feet of thread. Weavers
Dang.
use this
Nice.
thread to create a light, soft, lustrous fabric. So go ahead and put that in your inventory. You got spider
Yep.
silk, 3 gold pieces.
So
I think we
So-
should get some new threads. Let's all dress
yeah, I
up.
was gonna say it sounds like we need to find a tailor and make some pretty fancy clothes.
I'm up for that. I like to dress a little fancy, so
Ooh, I imagine how soft they would be.
I don't usually do fancy shit, but I suppose I could get some new threads.
you could probably wrap your fists with some spider silk, right?
Yeah. Make their make their faces sticky as I punch them.
Yeah, it'll protect your knuckles.
Oh, that'd be gross.
Spider silk rope, also the superior rope versus hempen rope.
Ooh.
That makes sense.
Ooh.
All right, do you want to nature this one as well, or does he just get the one chance to harvest and then somebody else has to do it?
If either Globberif or Genesis want to forego their rolls on looting the giant spider and give them to Korth, that's completely okay.
Okay.
What do you think, Korth? You want another try on the spider?
Yeah, let's give it a try.
All right, go ahead.
I'm gonna cast guidance, and is anyone else good with nature? Assist me.
No, I'm pretty sure I'm a 0.
Plus
Ben-
2.
That's a great idea.
I got a-
Yeah, someone give help.
I'll help.
Okay.
I mean,
I'll help
Oh,
him
I
with-
get a 19 plus. I got a 20.
There you go, dirty 20. That works.
Sick.
Yep.
Okay. So, as you know, of course, spiders have a venomous bite. You can extract the venom and make a refined poison. Are you proficient with a poisoner's kit?
I am proficient with a herbalism kit.
Anybody with a poisoner's kit?
sadly
Poison.
no.
Yeah.
I did buy vials and stuff last when we were in town. So
I think
guess
poisoners
that's,
is on my next time I take a proficiency. I was gonna do poisoner's kit.
Okay.
And
So
severe.
maybe
She is one, so she can't make poison.
All right. So, once the venom has been extracted by Korth in those vials, you can get to an alchemist because you don't have a poisoner's kit professional in your party, and they can spend half a day and 100 gold pieces of material to create spider bite poison.
nice.
Spider
what
bite
we're doing.
poison. A creature can spend an action to coat 1 melee weapon or 3 pieces of ammunition with this poison. The poison lasts for 1 minute or until it successfully affects a target. Creature hit with a weapon coated with this poison must succeed on a con save or take
Yeah.
a poison damage.
I have to take a call really quick. 1 second. Be right back.
Sweet. That's pretty nice. Poison.
Now's a good time to do 15-minute break for everybody.
Sure, why not?
Okay.
Yeah. So let's be back. What's now plus 15?
It's 57.
Thank you. So we'll be back
Yeah,
at
okay.
57.
57. stuck doing GMs or DM stuff, and then
Oh
A
yeah,
lot of
you
people
become the forever
do.
demon. Everyone's like, I don't want to buy 30 books.
Yeah, I mean, I understand that definitely.
Yeah.
I wish I could take you guys on a tour of my house with Discord, because I have so many shelves. Like, my house has devolved. It used to be a house for gamers, but since my son has been alive and well, it has devolved into a gamer's hovel, just littered with child stuff. So like all my game stuff is squished in between his Legos and his planes and his diapers. Like, let me cut the background on my camera real quick. Okay.
I mean, that's just having kids.
All right. So, okay. So that's
How old's your son?
all of his toys. That cabinet is full of D&D books and like exclusive D&D stuff, Critical Role stuff, and then you can see all of his toys there with my other shelf full of D&D stuff, and then on the floor next to his like toy shelves, that's another like 7 boxes full of D&D stuff, paint,
Nice.
minis, blah blah blah, and then behind that wall is my actual game room with my $2,000 table. I have cup holders and all that wonderful stuff for sitting around a table and playing some physical D&D.
Well, it's been a while.
It's been a while.
It's been a while.
I would blame COVID, but if COVID was gone, I'd still have to share all of my space with my kid. You're saying how old is he? He's gonna be 3 in 12 days.
Oh, nice. It's like the same age as my nephew. Yeah, it's cool seeing like their personality develop.
Oh yeah, he's definitely in his no phase where everything is no unless you say yes, unless you say no, and then he'll go the opposite of your no and he'll say yes.
Yes.
It's weird because it's not.
Reverse psychology works on kids. It's weird.
It's definitely psychology. Like, I thought he just wanted to say no to everybody's yes, but if you say like don't hug me, then he will love you. He will put all his love into a hug on you. It's not just being oppositional, which is crazy. Okay. We've been streaming for a second and a half now. Let me put my head in.
So yeah, I was asking about these 2 spots.
Yes.
The upper right-hand corner. What was over there?
So, oopsies. Okay, so the upper right-hand corner is Fargus's Tome of Callum, and down here in the southwest was Mr.
Temple.
Squiggles' Oozing Temple. Yes.
Okay. What do you guys think? Should we just?
We're gonna go explore the temple, right?
Yeah, that's what I would like to do.
Maybe get a short rest in though.
Yeah.
My spores
Would be great.
My spores definitely take it out of me.
I set up my cannon so it would shoot on its own and a guard.
What? I don't think it's sentient.
Come on, it can't
could make
be.
it sentient,
You know what would make it sentient? Get one of the NPCs to man it.
All right, I'm gonna put Fargus on it. You watch us. You watch our backs, Fargus. Don't play with it, all right? It's not a toy.
Don't shoot Jim Jar or I'll beat you.
What a great idea.
Not shoot.
Wouldn't have thought of it without you. Thank you so much. So short resting.
Yes.
Go for it.
Short rest. Where's that little button?
I don't really lose any health, but I definitely want my wild chips back.
So we know that when you use short rest, you gain half of it back on a long rest, right?
Wait, are you talking about wild shape?
Hit die. No, short rest hit die.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, we actually gained some hit dice back?
So when you use your hit die, like for example, Genesis has 5, and
Yeah.
you spend them, you don't get any back until a long rest. And on the long rest, you get half of the hit die spent returned.
Nice.
So that's the mechanic for that. You don't get all of them back. You get half of them back.
Hey, getting any back is nice.
You don't want to drink one of those super potions, Brianna?
No, I can always
I'll just
anyone
use the super push for when I'm about to die.
everyone
17.
needs healing. I got methods.
Yeah, I got cure wounds too, so you know.
Oh, speaking of which, methods, I'm gonna go ahead and cast dark vision.
Nice.
It's good to just have that up.
Let's use up the last of my hit dice.
Look at that nat 1 followed by, I mean, like, the lowest roll
How
followed by the
is
highest
it
roll.
still going?
And then a middling roll.
I figure why not. Let's do it. 5.
Nice.
Let's see. No, just
Oh,
I'm trying to kill myself.
I do that all the time. I put the plus and the minus and hit enter.
Can I go back in time real quick and cast cure wounds on her before I do my short rest?
Yeah, of course.
All right, let me do that. That's what I should have done in the first place. I'm gonna cure wounds you real quick. And I'm gonna cast it at level 2.
Oh. What a blessed healing. You're at cap.
There you go, Genesis. You're all
Thank
healed
you.
up. We need you strong.
Strong and punchy.
Yeah,
That is
exactly.
Woo!
Not too much.
Where'd those come from?
There we go. My brain is dead.
If at any point you guys camp and cook food and eat this cooked food, depending on how well it's cooked, will be a different temporary hit point bonus for whoever eats.
Ooh.
Yes, what's
Are we
the
gonna
roll for
eat
cooking?
spider?
Roll for cooking. I assume it's very Iron Chef, so I want it to be a charisma roll.
Who's
Oh
crit-
man, I'm gonna make some gross stuff.
I mean, I got a +1. Somebody wants me to try cooking.
I also give you guidance as well.
I did not cook anything. I threw what I had over the ledge.
Yeah, you just drop it over the ledge and fuck it.
Nobody touch it.
It's definitely poison.
You revive the tiny piece of meat and just crawl away.
Does Korth cook?
Yeah, I'm gonna try to, actually, no, Ralph, I'm gonna go role playing wise. I'm not gonna cook, I just eat things raw.
Right, that's true.
I say if Jen can
Cooking
cook,
ruins the
it's
flavor.
more of her just burning the shit out of it so she won't die and then eating it.
You got a 13. That's like above average.
Alright.
Okay.
I'm gonna
Above
just take
average.
a bite out of the non-poisonous part of the spider.
All right, so I'm gonna roll a d6 here.
Take bite of a crime.
4 temporary hit points to whoever eats. Genesis, what's the name of your meal?
Crunch bite. Oh no, it's quite crunchy. A bit of shell and spider meat. Very crunchy and weird.
Okay.
I don't think anyone would eat that with that description.
So like some spider nuggies, pretty much.
Spider nuggies.
They
Spider
like
nuggies.
spider nuggies. They just have bits of shell in it.
Eat a spider.
Shell.
Or carapace, however say it. There you go.
Nasty.
You gotta have crunch.
Extra 4, you said? I'll take that.
4 hit
37.
points on top of your hit points currently. Gotta make these short rests worth it.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely. So we have that big piece of armor, and if we're going into the temple, someone should be at least wearing it.
I can't use it.
Why not?
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't wear metal.
Are you unarmed?
Yeah, monks are unarmed.
He's unarmed.
The only
can't-
armor I can have is maybe like boots and bracers, unless it's like special like piece of clothing that doesn't state it's armor. It just bumps your AC.
Right.
All right, I'm gonna take it then, since nobody else can use it. I will don. I'm currently wearing scale mail, so it would be adamantine scale mail.
Adamantine scale mail, where you are now uncrittable.
To add that to my inventory, or
I think it's just try to remember when it happens.
okay.
Yeah, I think we're all gonna try to. I mean, you can change the armor's name
there-
on it.
Is there a modifier? Can I put something in my age so it knows?
I don't believe
think-
so. There's
You would just have to change the name of that scale mail.
Yeah, because the game doesn't know that our rolls are attributed to specific targets.
Okay, so what would be my armor class? I have 15 now.
Stays at 15.
It stays at.
Yeah, the AC doesn't change. It's just you can't be crit.
Oh, can't be credit. Got it.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just gonna make a note in notes then.
Yeah,
Cool.
and we'll all try to remember.
No problem. All right. Additional features and trades.
So you guys are deciding on the temple?
Yep, temple.
Yeah.
All right. So
Isn't that where Fargus his name is was?
that's where Mr. Squiggles was.
Yeah, that's where Squiggles. Go in there because there's a nasty bit of oozes and treasure there. So let's go find more treasure. I like treasure. How many more times can I say treasure?
Treasure's pretty cool.
Treasure's dope.
Yeah. Treasure is dope.
Okay, so we'll be taking this whole new party with Fargus and Jim Jar and
Mr. Squiggles.
Genesis, Core.
Or if you're gonna stay yourself, you're gonna spider it up.
I mean, like if we're going to the temple, I don't think I'll really need to be spider that much anymore, right?
No, I don't think you need
Oh,
to.
hopefully. I mean, like if I
Yeah,
need a spider if
at
I
it.
could.
Let's get a lay of the land when we get in, and then we'll figure it out. Genesis.
Yes.
I want to enchant your weapon, so it's +1.
Ew.
Don't you use your fists?
I use
She,
both.
she has a short sword, and then she has fists. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, dark vision on Core. Because
I actually see. I need to
Yeah.
find some. Oh, did you ever add Goggles of the Night to the store? That's okay. I mean, I have dark vision on right now. I know their time.
That's true. I don't think I have. I don't think I have dark vision. Warren, what happened?
Oh,
I got some dark.
Can't see anything.
goggles of night. Come on. Okay. Yeah, they're there. I have 2 of them there, but they're there. Clever, if you can't see anything, you need a torch.
I can't see anything. I need to light a torch.
Boop, torch.
Oh, there we go. That's some stuff. Can I infuse? No, I don't know. I don't understand how infusing works yet. So
Shall I play scout as we are exploring?
yeah, maybe. Well, you and maybe
Jim
split
Jar.
a jar and
Yes.
split it.
Gin jar. All right, so what's going on?
Breaking my computer. Ah, where is it?
Is your PC bugging?
Oh, you know how you can drag and make tabs?
Oh, I'm muted. Yeah, never mind. I was gonna say, let's go into the temple.
Yes.
Yeah. First, would I be able to first infuse Genesis's short sword to make it a magic weapon?
Yeah. I believe if
Yeah.
you don't make any, big moves, you're just kind of in this lobby section. There's plenty of time.
Yep. Who else uses a weapon? Because I can use an enhanced weapon for somebody as well. Jim Jar.
Enhance an NPC's weapon? How kind.
I was gonna say I have a quarterstaff.
Oh, do you? Oh, you're Shillelagh, right?
Well, I mean, I have shillelagh, but I think I could have an enhanced weapon as well as shillelagh.
Hmm.
Maybe. Hmm.
Can I add my enhanced weapon to his Shillelagh as well?
Is there a limit?
Oh yeah,
It
I was
does.
gonna say.
It just says items. A simple or martial weapon. Magic weapon grants +1 to bonus to attack and damage
Oh,
rolls. Maybe.
no, you can't learn an infusion. Hmm.
Yeah, I think it's whenever you finish a long rest, you can touch a non-magical object and view it. Hmm.
You learn invest. Tinker's tools.
Oh yeah. You can do as much as your intelligence modifier.
Oh, my intelligence modifier is intelligence
Same
is
here.
2. 2.
So yeah, that would be your second, right?
That would be my second. Well, I did infuse weapon as 1.
Mm-hmm.
It was is that so I can infuse 2 items. All right, let me infuse yours as well, Korth.
What's up?
I'm gonna infuse your quarterstaff as well.
Thank you.
So now you got a +1 on your quarterstaff. Genesis is a +1 short sword. Would I be able to use enhanced weapon as well and give that to Jim Jar?
That would be
Are
3
you
then,
able
right?
to use
They're 2 different
multiple of the same
abilities now.
infusion?
Oh.
There's infused weapon and then there's enhanced weapon that I'm using. So 2 different. I put them on the text here.
Yeah, it should be all right.
All right, so I want to do that
Okay.
to Jim Jar. So Fargus doesn't get mad. I am going to also view his weapon or enhance his weapon.
Okay.
Look at that, guys. We're all boosted up.
Yeah. Whoever's in this temple. Oh, wait, no. We know what's in this temple. Slimes are.
Real buffin'.
We're gonna show them what's what.
Hit him with the old beep boop beep boop.
Yep.
Exactly. I like that beep boop beep boop.
The 1-2 punch.
Okay. So you guys enter this temple here. A few things to keep in mind. It is dark, usually. The air is perceptibly stale and thin. And it does pose a bit of an obstacle. Staying here for too long would start causing some status ailments. So you kind of want to do what you need to do and get out.
Oh, okay.
There's not
What's
much oxygen in here, is what you tell me?
That's what I'm saying. And I'm also saying
Weird.
that the torch that
I
is needed is also going to eat up some of the oxygen.
great.
I'm gonna go ahead and hold my breath. I'm gonna go ahead and hold my breath to save oxygen.
I'm gonna look
And I'm
around
gonna.
very quick.
Can I toss a torch? Toss my torch right there
Yeah. So
and just pull out a torch. Maybe not pull out another torch yet. Yeah, right there. Sounds good. Let's move in, guys. Let's not make this a long trip in here.
Yeah. All right. Let's get in. Yeah. Get in.
Go.
Get in quickly. Mm-hmm.
All
Get in
right,
and out quickly.
perfect. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. I'm gonna pick the
Alright.
torch
Take
up.
it left or right.
I'm gonna pick that torch up and I'm gonna throw it to the left.
Oh yeah. Who's leading?
throw it to.
I was gonna scout a bit. So me and
Okay,
Lover.
so before you guys get that far out, right. You are making your way through. The thing that you were in earlier was a bit of a tubular 10-foot passage. There's a tremor that shakes in the area, and part of the ceiling drops.
Oh, shit.
I need a dex save from everybody.
Okay.
Hey.
Yes.
Dex save. Saving throw.
Okay, I thought that one was mine. I was gonna say no.
Okay.
Was that mine?
Yeah, that was yours.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
that's a bummer.
Red
Where's my
and-
guidance?
Where's my guidance? Yes. So.
That's in the moment. I'm sorry. I can't help.
Yeah. All right. Well, as the debris from the ceiling falls down and bludgeoning damage is dealt to both Globrif and Quarth. Each of you take 5 points of bludgeoning damage. I'm going to
Ow.
go ahead and roll for Jimjar and Fargus as well.
Some horse shit. Hear that ceiling collapse on me.
22 and Jimjar with a 4. Jimjar takes 5 points of bludgeoning damage as well. And let's go ahead and roll for Mr. Squiggles here.
Nothing can
Mr.
hit
Squiggles
Squiggles.
coming with a 15, doesn't get hit.
Nice.
Once the dust clears,
How much
Guys,
damage take again?
5 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh, that's not too bad.
It's not horrible, but the fallen rock has buried both ends of the passageway behind you.
Oh no.
Okay.
Yay!
That's a good thing that we just did.
So now we can suffocate. Yay!
So Genesis,
I
what do you
say
think? You're
we-
gonna go right? 'Cause I got the
I
torch
say
this
we
way.
put out those. Maybe actually a good idea to put out the torches and just have a buddy system.
Buddy system. All right. I will go. I will go. Just walk over here. Take the torch. Say, hey, this kind of over here kind of looks like a room, but I'm gonna put the torch out, guys.
Putting
Yep.
the torch
I
out.
would be your seeing eye dog, I guess.
What
I
about
made
the torch on you? Do you turn off the torch that's on you?
Turn off the torch that's on me as well.
Got it.
Save that oxygen. And I'm gonna just have a hand on Genesis' shoulder.
Okay, and
As-
Korth is hanging in the back.
Yeah, that's fine.
Cool.
Well,
You
I
just
mean,
see
I'm
a
gonna
bunch of
move up.
glowing
I'm gonna
eyes
move
in
up
the
like right
dark.
here,
Okay. While walking
and I
through,
can see in the dark. Yeah.
Yeah, and you can see in the dark now. While walking through this passage here, the walls are, regardless of it being stone or rough rock, the walls of these 10-foot high areas are glistening with dark dripping water. It's starting to get wet in here, y'all.
The walls, but no. I'm not gonna lick the walls.
Just dripping with water.
Glistening with dark dripping water.
Is there any creatures around us? I mean, like you said, this has ooze inside of it. Can I make a perception check?
Yeah, hit that perception roll.
Because I'm gonna be on the lookout for oozes.
15. You look ahead into that room. Let me make sure that you can do that. And next to Genesis, pouring through the cracks in the ceiling, you see a gray ooze coming through. It looks like it's about to fall on Genesis.
I'm gonna yell out to Genesis, watch out! Watch out! You got ooze above you.
With that information, Genesis, can you make a dexterity saving throw with advantage?
18.
18. Okay, this creature is about to fall on you, but it's gonna be in this corner instead. All right. So we got fight time.
Fight time.
Fight time.
My time.
Hey, there we go. Everybody's in the 20s. Except for Court.
Oh man.
Rude.
I'm gonna re-roll my initiative there.
Do it.
Oh, watch it be a 7.
Do it.
Ooh, I totally forgot I have 17 passive perception. That's crazy.
The better.
Way better.
Oh, I didn't select a
You're gonna
token.
do-
Sorry, it was
Okay.
11.
I got it.
And you're about the same as the oops.
All right. Well, Globber, if you see Korth behind you yelling ahead, Genesis doing a back step away from this ooze, and then this gray ooze shows up in this room. What do you do?
I mean, okay.
Oh, slap it with the fairy fire.
I'm gonna fairy fire, so I can see the creatures or anything because I have no sense of vision here.
It's magic fire, so does it take up like oxygen?
No, it does not.
Good.
It does not. Just takes up my concentration.
Put some shinies on that thing. It needs to make a dex save, is that right?
Yes.
Okay.
And DC of 13 for that.
Let's hit this dex save here. We got a 3! Fairy fire is adhered to the creature.
Perfect. And every attack against it has an advantage.
Nice. This is the effect for fairy fire, in case it doesn't show up really well on the screen.
Nice. Love it.
Alright,
I can't see anything in the screen.
Oh,
I can't see anything.
I know.
Let's
If
just
they're
say
glowing
that
now, if they're glowing now, would you
just
be able
say
to
I
see?
know where it is.
Yeah, if they're glowing, would you be able to see?
Yeah,
If they are
it
glowing,
should
would
be.
you be able to see? I think that's fair.
Just cast like a dim light 10-foot radius, so he would.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, I'm gonna walk in just because I'm in the way of everybody. I'm gonna go right here. I have my Eldritch Cannon on my back, and I'm gonna get ready. I'm gonna ready that for any type of reaction.
Cool.
That'll be my turn.
All right. Jim Jar. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Oof. We're stuck here at the 25. All right. Well,
Yes.
let's go ahead and use our hand crossbow. Let's roll a 16 to hit. Is going to hit this armor class. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 points of damage.
Damn.
Because
Way to go, Jim.
sneak attack. What the? Okay, just 11 there. Alright, that's Jim Jar, and then Fargus is going to... Ugh, do we have 5, 10, 15, 20, 25? Okay, we can get a little closer than that. Fargus is going to swing twice with the short sword. 1, 2.
And he's got a +1 on his short sword.
Oh, yeah, the magic stuff. Okay. Cool. So everything hits. And a sneak attack on top. 6. 15 damage. Alright.
Nice.
That's all that was needed. This thing is gone. But
Boom.
say fairy fire stays on it.
Perfect. Can we drag its body with us so the fairy fire uses the light?
Sure.
Oh,
Suppose I could try and drag it.
yeah. I'm gonna. Can we put it on Mr. Squiggles? Is he all right with that? He flies forward with us.
Just cover the squiggles in like gray goo.
Yeah. If he's okay, he's got to consent. If I'm gonna goo him.
If that's a good idea, then yeah, sure. So Mr. Squiggles will keep the fairy fire on him. Let me go ahead and set that up so it works mechanically here. Bright light, 20 feet.
I love it. Look at that, guys. We're just figuring it out. Squiggles take the lead.
Problem solved. Alright. So we are moving forward
Yeah,
Yes.
why not?
with
Let's
Mr.
do it, guys.
Squiggles.
Yep.
And
I'm
Jen
gonna
will be
keep my
close
eye out
behind.
for slimes.
Alright, so you guys look ahead, and there's a bunch of water coming out of the walls, but in between these flows of water, there's some skeletal remains of a drow. So possibly there's a drow that have been here. It has a weapon, a dark metal mace, and some coins. However, you are quick to notice that each of these items are hovering above the stone floor.
Oh, look at that. Magic mace and magic coins. I think that might be news if we just all at an attack at the same time then. From a distance.
Korth, you hear a voice in your head. And you hear, "Hey, how's it going?"
Oh, you bastard.
I'm doing pretty well. How are you doing? Are you this gray ooze in front of us?
I'm not a Greuse.
Oh, what are you?
I'm a little bigger than a gray ooze here.
Oh, no,
Let me just turn a little bit and get some of the light to reflect off of your your beholder there. Hi. How's it going?
Hey, you're big, pretty. You're very cubish,
Yeah.
very square. Yeah.
Yeah,
We can
yeah.
look at that there.
Yeah,
So,
well, my name's
what's up?
Globagool. And,
Yeah,
my name's Globagool. I'm gonna go ahead and type that in the chat.
Of course it is. Gabagool.
So, what's up? What are you doing in this temple here?
Well, it was kind of weird. I'm looking around. You know, I think I'm curious. Oh, I didn't know that word a second ago. Yeah, I'm curious. I'm
Well,
learning.
I could teach you about the world. Do you wanna come with us or help us out? You experience the world, learn a whole bunch of stuff.
Yeah, sure, that's fine. Um, you seem pretty smart. I wouldn't touch me if I were you.
No, I mean that's okay. You know, we
Okay.
respect space. You know about anything shiny or interesting in this temple here?
Well, I've been around for a bit in here, and no, not really. What is shiny?
Well, I show him my enchanted staff where glows.
Could I pick up one of the dry bones, try to poke Glavagool with it, see what happens?
Yeah, you could pick
Oh
up
my
one of the
God.
drow bones and you poke Globagool with it, and it kind of feels like a jello-y grasp, and it's hard to pull it out of Globagool's surface.
Is
And
anything happening
Glaba-
to the boat?
Globagool kind of jiggles like jello, and it looks at you with its two floating eyeballs. And let me just say this, okay? These eyeballs are not Globagool's eyeballs. These are clearly a creature's eyeballs. They're just floating around. They're like
Yeah.
they're like googly eyes just floating around the space. But Globagool can orient them your way because it knows that its surface has been tampered with, and it looks over your way and goes, "Hey, that's weird. What are you doing over there, friend?"
I was just curious.
I don't trust Gabagool. That's
Yeah,
just
Very
it's
jiggly. I like you.
I was gonna say, it seems pretty interesting. Maybe just gained some sentience. It seems friendly. Could be a guide to this little temple here.
Yeah, I'm gonna let go of the bone and let his body consume it. Because I don't want to try and pull it out.
You try to pull the bone out.
No, I'm just gonna let him have it.
Oh,
Rather
okay.
try to pull it out.
Sure. You'll let him have it. He's like, "Oh, okay, thank you."
so. Do you want to explore more of this temple, Gabagool?
Yeah, sure. Hey, what are your names, by the way?
I'm Korth. I'm a spore druid. I study fungus down here in Underdark. I'm also extremely curious, like you.
I don't know what any of those things are, but okay. I'm just gonna add that to the old lexicon up here. That's a big word.
I'm Globreth.
Hey, your name sounds like my name. Sorta.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah,
Yeah, that means that we're friends.
sure.
That's how that works.
Yep,
Okay.
exactly.
My
Where'd
name's
you hear the
Kevin.
term friend?
Oh yeah, where did he learn friend from?
You know, I'm
Do you know
finding
the
that
word
I'm learning a
empty?
lot of words. Suddenly, a lot of big words and a lot of small words. Really, just lingering around. There's like a stream of consciousness, just effortlessly flowing, and I'm picking up stuff. It's pretty cool.
Oh,
That was pretty cool. Yeah, nice to meet you.
Yeah. Are you guys trying to get past here?
Yeah, we sure are.
we're trying to explore this area.
Let me just kind of scoot a little bit so you got some space to move around.
Oh, that's nice. Thank you.
I know it's like a tight fit. Maybe if I go this way. Okay.
I just didn't want to touch you, buddy.
Yeah.
Pal.
You know, the body eats what it eats. What are you gonna do?
Yes, yeah. So what can you tell us? What have you found so far in this temple?
Where am I?
Uh-oh. What happened?
Why did I think I broke the game? No, there we go.
You went through the wall. Here, I'll put on restrictive barriers so you can't walk through the wall. There.
And we're gonna just slip on by the Sues here.
Yeah, I'll follow along. I'm not as fast as you guys are. It might take me a while to catch up, but yeah.
All right.
You guys have a good time.
What's that mason? What's that mason shield you got there?
Yeah, there's like money in here. Sometimes when I move the mace around, it glows a bit. It's pretty cool. Shiny, as I just learned.
Are you able to, pop those out of your body?
Yeah. Yeah.
It doesn't seem like you're using them, friend.
No, they're like really chewy.
Yeah. Chewy.
Yeah. It's like been there for a minute and it's not really going away. So
yeah.
Which is nice.
You could poke him with another bone, trying to wiggle it out.
Maybe just spit that thing out.
Oh, if they're able to.
Well, I mean,
are you
I
like
it.
To,
I like it.
Huh?
It's pretty cool.
All right, you keep it then, pal. No problem. Hey, Mr. Squiggles, we need your light over here. Come on.
Say, who are we? Would take it away from you. Maybe we'll make a trade or something. If you see something you want.
Oh yeah, that sounds pretty cool. Trade. That's weird.
It's a new word?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
Let me look up the old glossary over here. Trade. Bargaining. Okay. Interesting.
Very interesting.
Hey, excuse me. Coming through. Genesis, could you scoot over for just a quick second, please?
Yes.
Yeah, excuse me, Mr. Squiggles. I was just, there's a guy like right there. And, let me just, hey, buddy, just relax. And Globule's just gonna like stand on the gray ooze there.
Oh my god.
The gray ooze like does nothing. It's like passive. Yeah, I got this one. I got this one.
Can you absorb him?
No, that's not very nice. Alright, well, just tell him to just chill out, just wait for something else.
Okay, alright. Oh, that's nice. Thank you.
Yeah.
Much appreciated.
Yeah.
Alright. Well, once we're away, you can still follow us, right, Galabagoo?
Well, you guys are moving pretty fast. I'd have to ask you guys over and over again, but yes, technically I can follow.
Yeah, just whenever you're done there, and we're just going straight down this hallway right now.
Yeah, alright. Cool.
Alright.
Take our time.
Korth,
we're gonna go actually a bit quickly and just tell him to follow us just because we don't have much air in here.
Truth.
Yep.
He
All right, I'm
is.
gonna keep going there. And what do we got in here?
Oh yeah, what's in here? These little spaces.
Yeah, you got 4 hallways there, floored with heavy flagstones. The walls are carved with worn and faded reliefs, bas reliefs. These show strange swirling shapes that might be waves, tentacles, or some combination.
Is there something that are these things that I might have seen before in my, magical fairy whatever?
Could just be a strange arrangement of swirls. No, doesn't
Okay.
seem to signify anything.
All right. I'm gonna slowly and cautiously send Mr. Squiggles, who can float, down that way.
All right, Mr. Squiggles floats about this far. After this point, it is a corner that would turn, so it would be hard to see. Stay
Okay.
right there.
All right. Come back, Squiggles. Yeah. Let's just check all of these, just the main hallways before anything.
Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna look down here. Ooh, this is a room full of liquid.
Yeah. You before you get there, the sound of pouring water is pretty loud. The ceiling has cracks in it. That's where the water's coming from. And give me an intelligence roll.
Oh man. Here, let's try for the best here. Okay.
3.
All right.
So with a 3, you can conclude that the water here is probably rising and kind of happened at the same time as your entrance when that initial tremor occurred. So possibly that
Mhm.
tremor is making this water fill up in this cavern here. And it's pretty fast. It's like 1 foot of water per hour.
That's not good. It's not good at all.
I would have laughed if you had given him the water seems wet with the 3.
I think this could potentially be water.
Yes. So that's what you find in that chamber there. I'll bring Jim Jar and Fargus around as well. Genesis, you're going through this one?
Yeah.
Okay. So go ahead. Give me a wisdom check.
Okay.
15. Okay. So you can tell that. Let me just back you up. You can tell that some of these stones ahead of you are weak. And when you step here, like you did, please give me a dexterity saving throw.
Yep.
As the floor beneath you collapses.
20.
Nice. Easily, you grab the edge of the pit, just. And you'd need an athletics roll to get out of it. You can see the pit is 10 feet deep. Nothing crazy.
50.
Easy. Alright. You can get up on the ledge there, make your way to the other side of that pit.
I'm gonna be calling out, like, be careful with these little tunnels. The walls seem really, really weak.
So it's not like a really deep fall, but when you pulled yourself up with that 15 athletics, when you grabbed the edge with both hands and you pulled yourself up, you felt something kind of lick at the bottom of your heel.
Gross.
Like ocean of ooze.
Do you look down into the pit?
Yeah.
Don't do it.
You
First she's
see.
good luck.
Oh yeah, of course you would. You see down there a very large ooze. It is a black pudding.
Next
Oh my gosh.
Yum.
And it is stuck down there. You can see how big the token is. It doesn't fit.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
consuming that much space in that pit there.
Wow.
Fine. I'm gonna leave it there, and I'm gonna keep going away.
So as you get up, the black pudding starts to climb up out of the pit and chase you.
Oh dear. We roll initiative.
I think so. I think we have to.
You guys can just see here like a muffled black pudding, black pudding, black pudding.
Black pudding, black pudding, black pudding.
Tense garbage down.
Globagool with an amazing -2. You can see.
Right.
Not very fast.
No, we're gonna keep the 10.
I'm gonna go ahead and re-roll mine. Cause I'm 4, right? Let's re-roll this initiative here. There we go. That's a little bit better. Oh, I didn't click it. I got 11. Dang it! I gotta remember to click it.
11. Got it. I think.
You know what's weird is I think when I re-rolled last time, I got the exact same thing.
And Globriff is happy with 18. Yeah, I'd be happy with 18 too.
Happy with that, yeah.
Okay, so Fargus hears Genesis saying black pudding, black pudding, black pudding. Is going to hop down here, see the black pudding creature, and shoot at it with the crossbow. Boop. And there's a 11 to hit. I believe black puddings have garbage armor class because they're so big. Easily to hit. Deals 3 points of piercing damage. No sneak attack on that one. Globriff, you're up. Mr. Squiggles is worried and is probably going to go to Genesis's aid.
That's probably a good idea. I am going to do the same. I can't see it, but I know that it's up this way. And I can't see, so I am... Let's see what I can do. What can I do? Can I... I'm gonna use Scorching Ray down that hallway.
Okay.
Since I know it's in the hallway, right?
So you fire a Scorching Ray down that hallway, you don't hear it connect with anything.
Damn.
That
All
was not the hallway Genesis traveled.
No.
But you
All
wouldn't
right.
know that.
I wouldn't know that.
You wouldn't know that. Okay, Jim Jar is going to rush up past Fargus because Fargus is a coward. And real adventurers get down and dirty. Couple of short sword swings here.
He's got +1 on those.
Ooh, a nat 20 on the first one, and a 15 plus 1 for
job.
magic is a 16. So everything hits. Going to deal 15 points of damage here. And because he got a... Okay, does not have advantage. So does not get the sneak attack. Alright, so just 15 points of damage. Which is still crazy. It's just... sneak attack with a crit would have been nice. Alright. Alright. Now is going to cunning action disengage. Cool. Alright, that's Jim Jar. Black Pudding's turn. Black Pudding is going to go towards Genesis.
Don't give me.
5, 10, not a hard travel for the black pudding. So it is going to slap you with its pseudopod. Wah!
Okay.
23 to hit.
Oh, it's gonna hit.
6 points of bludgeoning damage, plus 18 points of acid damage.
Holy
God. So it's 6 plus 18. Is that right?
Yes, 6 bludgeoning and 18 acid damage.
Okay, it's 24. Damn.
Do you have any items on you that boost your AC?
I don't have my boots of speed.
Okay. You also take 4 points of extra acid damage from just being next to the thing.
Yay.
And your sword starts to take some corrosive damage.
Come on now.
Would it take corrosive damage if it's a magical one?
It's magical now with infusion, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
So it will not take the corrosive damage. Ooh.
Okay.
The way the corrosive mechanic works is you take a -1 penalty to damage rolls. If you get hit 5 times, the weapon is destroyed.
This is not as bad as a pit of rust monsters.
Ugh. Alright, but that's everything the black pudding can do, and it's now Quart's turn.
Okay, would you say the black pudding has any metal inside of it?
Let's see.
Like a sword or armor or...
No. Whatever's inside of it's already consumed.
Oh, yeah, good point. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and activate a Halo of or symbiotic entity, and I'm gonna go ahead and oh, come on now. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Move right here.
That is a hole. That is a pit in the ground.
Oh, this is a pit. Okay,
Yeah.
got it. So this is not a pit. Is this a pit?
That you're safe there.
Okay.
So you'd have to
And,
like leap over this with extra movement.
Yep, and
think
then
I'll
nope, I will, well, actually I have a bonus action left. How's Genesis looking?
Real.
Really?
Wait, hold on. Okay, you can see her. Okay. You can see her. So go ahead. How would you describe how you're feeling?
She's sizzling.
What'd she say?
Sizzling.
She's sizzling. She's being melted.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and cast let's see here. Healing word on you. Oh wait, I have yeah, healing word. Ooh, I'm gonna cast it at level. I'm gonna cast this thing at level 3. Ah.
Ooh.
Ah. Oh wait.
It still helps.
Wait, so did I get an 8 or did I get a 3?
You get both.
I get both.
Get a
Oh,
well.
that was a roll, yeah.
That's
11.
Okay.
7.
Nice.
Slightly less squishy.
Okay. Alright. So, Globruff needs Mr. Squiggles to see, so Mr. Squiggles is going to do the smart thing and step out. Okay, if we move here, do we have line of sight? Yeah, we have line of sight here. Okay. What can we cast? Not frightened. Not frightened. So let's try to paralyze again with a 13 con save. Con save. 10! It is paralyzed!
Alright. Mr. Squiggles.
Let's
For the win.
paralyze for 1 round. Okay, and then let's
Real
follow
team player. Mhm.
squad up. Let's throw a confusion on top of it. Wisdom. 4. Also confused. Good.
Nice.
Okay. Well, that's not as beneficial, but alright. Genesis, you're up. The black pudding is paralyzed before you.
Okay, so let's see. I'm probably gonna take damage from punching it, but we're gonna punch it after I stab. Do that.
Kick his ass, sea bass.
Okay, so that's... Oh, you already put the infusion on top? Okay.
Yeah.
Everything hits.
Really? Cool. That's gonna be 12 plus 9. 21 damage.
21 damage.
Okay.
Do I have take any damage from punching it?
You would take 4 points of acid damage 3 times. 4, 8, 12. 12 total acid damage. Oh, actually, you're... Oh, no, yeah, that's it. 12. It's rough as the black pudding splashes on you as you hack pieces of it off. Nasty.
Worth it. Since it's paralyzed and confused, can I get away without opportunity? Or would it still attack me?
It is paralyzed, so it cannot have reactions.
Alright, so I'm gonna run away.
Cool.
How far can I
Get
go?
out of there.
Let's see. We can get out of there. It's easy. And I'm gonna go all the
some of
way.
that weird-
Come on. Lag. Come on. You're okay. Please. And I'll probably get the tag back.
Oh, you go there?
Yeah.
Need
I know.
another-
it's so
I need another dex save from you
Yeah.
as you are standing right on the pit.
14 okay?
Yeah, you get out of it. You can roll out that way. The pit opens up, and below there is another black pudding.
Wait, what?
There's 2 black puddings.
Yeah, well,
At least a second black pudding.
unbelievable.
Oh dear.
It was already hard enough.
And the scary part is this black pudding is closer to you guys than the last one. Glabagool.
Need blobby. Come on, man.
If one of them
You gotta move in-
comes within 10 feet, I'm gonna have my spores attack it.
Glabagool can telekinetically link up with you guys and finds out through Jim Jar that there is combat. And so he's moving the fastest he can with a 30-foot speed. And that
Tell him
is-
we really need him.
He's trying his darnest. Alright. Fargus is gonna move down. Fargus sees the black pudding. Fargus gets his hand crossbow ready. And we are going to pause the game here.
Oh no. 2
I
black
hope so.
puddings. Jesus.
Good God!
Good
And I don't
God.
even know what the other one looks like. Did we damage it a lot? Is it yellow around it?
Does Korth know?
I can kind of see it a little bit.
Yeah, Korth
Does it
knows.
look like it's how busted up is it?
You see the aura around the token?
Yeah, it's yellow. So yeah, it's somewhat damaged.
Yeah.
Okay, alright. We're